had a little extra time today, and with that time, I cracked open my memorabilia box of Edward Loper Jr. and Edward Loper Sr. stuff. And when I take this stuff and I spread it out all over the floor, the same physical reaction happens. I feel my heart rate going up, this great big vein starts to jump in my neck, and I get emotionally scattered. I don't know what to share, and I'm just looking for something little to share with everyone. And what that is, that finally made sense to me today, is that there's an enormous part of this legacy that I need to share with everyone, and that's the root. I'm always sharing these gorgeous images and things like that, and it's the root, it's the struggle, it's what my grandfather and my father had to go through in order to celebrate everything through these incredible paintings. So one of the things that I observed in my lifetime, and it didn't happen right away, is that I was always looking at gorgeous images. Everything was color, everything was new to my eyes that these two incredible men were creating. And I was seeing images from early days of Wilmington and the Brandywine, exposed to a lot from what they were looking at, things that were close to home. And then I saw this drastic jump where all the subjects went to New England, Rockport, Massachusetts, Nova Scotia, Quebec City, all of these places that were to the north and just kind of not where we were from. And I always kind of wondered why. I mean, these images are beautiful. Here I have Evening at Rockport Cove by my grandfather, and beautiful images, but I didn't quite understand why there. Why? And it was explained to me when I was probably about 10 or 11 years old. My dad said, you know, Dad took us up here in 1950, and we were able to go into restaurants, we were able to walk into art stores, we were able to paint, we were able to go into bookstores and not have any problems while being black. And that struck me in a very odd way, and I was thinking, wait, we couldn't do these things in our own hometown? And all of a sudden, this New England, these places regionally that we're painting became an idea and a source of freedom to share their work and to paint the way they wanted to. So heartbreaking to hear that that was the reason behind it, but the images that we get from this are absolutely incredible. And you know, just that particular window in, why New England? That is just one little part of this legacy that has some very deep and very, very dark roots in the very beginning. And it's through the toughness of my grandfather and my father that pushed through for all those years, showing their work, getting it out there, painting what they want to do, to gain this success. When I share these incredible images with you, these are the trophies. This is the end of the road, the victory, and all of those types of things. Finally getting to celebrate it in every way that you want to, and not have like a black label thrown on it. So these things were profound, these things were very powerful, and in this collection here I have some things that they give me the root that I'm looking for. Here I have The Prophet of Color by Edward Loper Sr. This is a testament of how it went from my grandfather, his words. However, I also have a book from my father called Not My Father, which is my dad's testament of how it went. So I have these two incredible sources of two artists that meant everything to me. I had the same name, same skin color, same city they were from, but very different individuals. And you know, I will be able to peel open those stories in time. As I said, they are deep emotionally, and some of those, it's hard to speak, and I hope that I do those stories justice. I use those books and I remember everything that was told to me, how it impacted me, and I hope that that reverberates when I share those stories with you. So lots to share on this Loper legacy. I'll also have a complete breakdown of Evening at Rockport Cove, as that's gorgeous. I know you've been looking at it there. So yeah, just stay tuned, and more from the Loper legacy.